illegally, then nobody's life is worth anything. I'm going to take you to Father Gagan. Father Gagan, first of all, was in a court of law where they did not convict him because he tapped someone's behind. They convicted him because of what he had done to people before. The only case before the jury was he tapped somebody's behind. But the jury gave judgment not on that evidence, but on the evidence that happened before. Listen, I'm not a fan of Father Gagan. I'm just saying it was totally unjust. It would be like O.J. Simpson going to jail, not for what he just did with stealing, but because of killing the two people, or whatever many people he killed in the past. This is a new court case, and we do not judge the new court case from the old deaths. That's just the law. I don't know very much about the law, but I know that much. But let me also tell you, when they killed Father Gagan in jail, not a word was said by the church. Why? Because we were quiet, not pro-life, because his life is as important. Even if he molested 5 million people, his life is as important as the Archbishop's life. And at the time it was cardinal law. You see, all life is sacred. But as the Pope says, we live in a culture of death. And I want to tell you, the church leads the bandwagon in the culture of death. For if she does not stand up for the unborn, if she does not try to save them from the hands of the wicked Herods in Planned Parenthood, because she listens to lawyers, the church will be held responsible. And I'm talking about all the churches. All the churches, because nobody really cares. Today was Christmas Eve, and today children were offered to Satan. That's right. Because our battle is against powers and principalities, and not the flesh and blood that we see. Let us continue now in my prophetic role. I was always taught that the Church of Jesus Christ, the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church that I belong to, the one church that Christ founded, I was always taught that the church was called Mother. Mother and Virgin. That's what the church is. But let me tell you this about a mother. A mother will rescue her child. And I'm not talking about abortion. A mother will stand up for her children, even if the children are in jail. A mother will not throw her children under the bus. A mother doesn't do that. A mother cares for her children. You can call the church mother, and she is, but more a harlot than a mother right now. Let us think today of Christmas Eve, and let us think today of the past Christmases, that the priests who were thrown out because of being accused of sexual misconduct, let us think about what a mother would do, a physical mother. Would a physical mother renounce her child? Not if she's a mother. Not if she's a mother. Would a physical mother offer these priests that have been ordained for about 15, 20 years, $40,000 to be laicized? No. A physical mother would make sure there was a place to care for these priests. A physical mother would care for her child. But you see, as a prophet I say, we have thrown our priests that gave us Holy Communion on many Christmases, that heard our confessions on many Christmas Eves, that were at our families' houses when families died. Yeah, we have thrown them under the bus. Does a mother do that? I don't think so. We've closed our eyes, and we might pay them, but you know what? We don't take care of them. Because you know why? We don't really care. Mother Church at this time has sinned grievously, not caring for her priests. The priests that have been accused. And you know, as a prophet I say, God will not bring good to Mother Church in Boston or Kentucky, because all the dioceses follow the same rule, all led by lawyers. Read what Jesus talked about lawyers. I wonder how much money that we give goes to lawyers. I wonder. When the poor could be fed. Mother Church is sinning grievously, and no one says anything. No one stands up for these priests, but I do, and I will keep it alive. I've received letters from priests that have been thrown under the bus by Mother Church, by the hierarchy. I have received letters. You're the only one to speak out, to care for the ministry of Jesus, for this is Jesus' ministry. That's right, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And yet, oh, the Cardinal will have his great dinner tomorrow with all of his Franciscans. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Well, our priests have been thrown under the bus. I'm not saying that they should be in parishes if they did something wrong. I'm saying they should be taken care of, more than giving them a check. I'm talking about caring. Caring for the priest. Caring for the priest. Because you see, if we do not care for the priest, I'm going to tell you, what good are we? Because the priest cannot care for the people. So our priests that have supposedly sinned have been thrown under the bus. I'm talking as a prophet. For the Cardinal called me a prophet. But you know, the prophet does not prophesy good things all the time. Because in Jeremiah 29 it tells us that these prophets that were false prophets said, don't unpack your bags in Babylon. You're not going to be here very long. Don't unpack your bags. But Jeremiah says, build houses, marry wives. 70 years. 70 years you're going to be here. You see, I'm talking about the way Mother Church has treated her own. People like Father Toomey, who had a consensual relationship with the woman, and is treated like a child molester. Isn't that wonderful? Why? Because they're afraid of what the papers will say. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful how Jesus, who gave his life for us, not caring what the Pharisees would say, not caring what the Jerusalem Times would say, but gave his life for us while we were yet sinners, and how the church would not defend her priests and put her priests back that are not child molesters like Dan Toomey. You see, it's all a joke. It's all a joke. And I'm going to tell you, the church, Mother Church, has sinned grievously, very grievously. I remember the priests today that gave me Holy Communion on Christmas Eve. The priest today that heard my confession. The priest today that have been thrown under the bus by Mother Church. You see, a mother is not a mother just because she biologically gives her children birth. A mother is a mother.